looking today at two-way table probability. We looked at this yesterday too, so it shouldn't be new stuff. It's just more practice using two-way tables. Okay, so the school board of Waldo, a rural town in the Midwest, is considering building a new high school, primarily funded by local taxes. They decide to interview eligible voters to determine if the school board should build a new high school facility to replace the current high school building. There is only one high school in town. Every registered voter in Waldo was interviewed. In addition to asking about support for the new high school, data on gender and age group were also recorded. The data from these interviews are summarized below. So, should our town build a new high school? Yes, no, or no answer. And it's divided amongst male and females. And 18 to 25-year-olds, 26 to 40-year-olds, 41 to 65-year-olds, and 66 and older. Based on this survey, do you think the school board should recommend the new building? So the first thing we're going to have to do is add these up again. We're going to go 29 plus 53 plus 30 plus 17. This gives us, we have 119 males voted yes. Adding up all the females, we have 154 females said yes. For the males, 116 said no. 114 females said no. 6 males didn't answer, and 6 females. And if we add all of these people up together, we get 515. Yep. Okay, so how many people voted yes? So that's 119 plus 154, which gives us 273. 273 people said yes out of 515. So if we put that in our calculator, 273 divided by 515, we get 53% said yes. So do we think they should give a new high school? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes, because the majority said yes. Can you sit down? The majority said yes. New high school. So, new high school. Okay? An eligible voter is picked at random. If the person is 20 years old, do you think he should indicate that the town should build a new high school? Okay, so we're going to look at where 21-year-olds fall. So that's here, 18 to 25. And we're going to add up all the, wait, it says he, so it has to be a 21-year-old male. So we're going to go 29. So we go 29 plus 8 plus 0. So that gives us a total of 37. How many? So I just did the 21-year-old males. So that has to fall between 18 and 25, right? So I added them all together, and I said, okay, how many of them said yes? 29, right? So 29 divided by 37 is 78% said yes.
Wait, why you did 29? Because
29 said yes. 37 is I added up the 21-year-old men. Okay. An eligible voter is picked at random. If the person is 55 years old, do you think she would indicate that the town should be building a new high school? So it's 55-year-old women. Okay, so where would they fall between 41 and 65? So I'm going to add all the women. So that's 36 plus 35 plus 2 gives me 73. How many said yes? 36. 36 divided by 73 is 49%. That's not the majority.
you got 73 because
I added up all the women that would be 55, so between 41 and 65.
plus 35.
Yep. Did 36 plus 35 plus 2.
Cool. Plus 2.
Yep, because
Oh, because
don't forget the non-answers. We have to include them. All right, the school board wondered if the probability of recommending a new high school was different for different age categories. Why do you think the survey classified voters between 18 to 25-year-old, 26 to 40-year-old, 41 to 65-year-old, and 66 or older? So, what is true about 18 to 25-year-olds? Do you think most of them have kids? No, most don't have kids. Some do, but most don't, right? Most of them are in college. Do you guys think they own property? Do you know the school gets most of their funding from property taxes? So 18 to 25-year-olds, do you know a lot of 18 to 25-year-olds who own their own home? No. Most don't own property. I bought my first house at 29. How much income do you think 18 to 25-year-olds make? The most income or the least amount of all of these? The least, because most jobs you make more, you like earn raises as you come. Least income. Okay, 26 to 40-year-olds. What do you think they look like? And we could probably include 41 to 65 in a lot of these cases. Do they probably have kids?
Yeah.
Might have kids. They probably make the most money, most income, and they most likely own property. Well, of why you'd want to break it down by age. 18 to 25-year-olds, you want to break down by age because them having a new high school doesn't matter as much to them. They don't have kids going to high school. They're out of high school, right? And they're not going to, what they say doesn't matter as much because they're not going to give the most property taxes to it or have the most income to make a difference for it. 26 to 65, mostly have kids, highest income, most property taxes. It matters to them the most about the new high school. 66-year-olds and older, most of them don't have kids anymore. Their kids are all grown up. They're mostly retired. So they don't have much income. And they might own their own property. A lot of people, when they retire, what happens? 66 and older. Why might they not have their own property if you're over 66? Some people sell it and get a condo, or sell it and so that they can like live in an apartment here and live in an apartment in Florida. All right, let's turn the page. Okay, we're going to change this. We're going to get rid of the male and female from the front. And we are going to change it to just a two-way table. So we're going to add all the 18 and 25-year-olds together who said yes. So that's 29 plus 32, that gives me 61. And 14 said no. 0 had no answer with a total of 75. So what we're doing now is we're ignoring the difference between male and female. All we care about is just the age groups. Okay? 26 to 40-year-olds, if I add the people that said yes together, I get 113. People that said no together, I get 84. People that didn't answer is 6, and that's a total of 203. 41 to 65-year-olds, 66 yes, 79 no. Please turn off your phones or your music while we're doing this. 4 didn't answer, and we got a total of 149. 66 and older, that's 33, 53, 2, and 88. So we have 273 people that said yes, 230 that said no, 12 that refused to answer, and 515 total. Okay, so we're going to answer these few questions. A local news service plans to write an article summarizing the survey results. 3 possible headlines for the articles are provided below. Is each headline accurate or inaccurate? Okay. Headline 1. Waldo voters likely to support building a new high school. Is this true or false? Well, let's figure it out. There are 273 yeses out of 515 people. Yes, this is true because 53% say yes. So that first headline is true. Next headline. Older voters less likely to support building a new high school.
Like, people think that.
So I took all the yeses divided by all the people. So the majority of people say, yes, they want a new high school. Okay. Older voters, so let's use 66 and older, less likely to support building a new high school. So if we take 33 divided by 88, so the number of people that said yes that are older out of the total, only 37.5 say yes. So this is also a true statement, correct? Okay, last one. Young voters not interested in building a new high school. So let's do 18 to 25-year-olds. So that's 75 people are 18 to 25. And 61 said yes. That's huge. So this is not true. Okay. The school board decided to put the decision on whether or not to build a new high school up for a referendum in the next election. At the last referendum regarding this issue, only 25 of the eligible voters were 18 to 25. 110 of the eligible voters were aged 26 to 40. 130 of the eligible voters from 41 to 65 voted, and 80 of the eligible voters 66 and older voted. If the voters in the next election turned out similar numbers, do you think this referendum would pass? Okay, so 18 to 25-year-olds. Okay, so we're going to add up all of these, 25, 110, 80, and 130. Okay, when we add them all up, we get 345. So 18 to 25-year-olds, there's only 25 voting out of 345. Now, the other results, the amount that voted yes was 61 out of 75. So we're going to multiply that to see what percentage they would do. So what I'm doing right now is saying 25 of the voters out of all of these people that voted, out of 345, were 18 to 25. We're okay with that? We're timesing it by the likelihood of them voting yes, which we have from up at the top. Then we're going to add it to 26 to 40, 110 out of the 345 are 26 to 40, and they voted 113 out of 203 said yes. And then 41 to 65, that's 130 voters out of 345. That's 66 out of 149. And then 66 and up, 80 out of 345. And they said 33 out of 88. When I put all of that in my calculator, you get 49%. So even though the majority of people said that they would vote yes, if the same numbers turn out to vote, it actually won't pass. So it depends on the number of voters. We're going to stop there, okay? You're going to do your homework. You're going to use this in order to do the two-way table 2. You do not need to do any more of this, okay? We might come back to this classwork at another time, but we are not going to do any more of this for homework. Just that little two-way tables number 2, that's your only homework for tonight. Questions about that?
You said that the table on the homework was using, like we're using this on the table.
No, you're just doing, just ignore, this was just practice. Just the two-way tables number 2 is your homework for tonight. That's it. Okay? All right, any other questions? All right, I'm going to stop recording then.
What y'all said?